I always trusted my wife, Aisha. We had been married for almost 10 years. I worked hard to provide for our family, while she stayed home and took care of things. I thought everything was fine between us, but clearly I was wrong. The truth hit me one evening when I got a call from my neighbor, Mr. Imran. He said, "Brother, I don't want to interfere, but your wife has been meeting a man every time you leave for work. Today, I saw her go into his house again. I thought you should know." I was shocked and didn't know what to say. I thanked him and sat in silence for a while, feeling like someone punched me in the chest. I tried to convince myself it was a misunderstanding. Maybe she had a friend or was helping someone. But deep down, my heart knew something was wrong. I left work early the next day and drove slowly into the street, parking near Imran's house. That's when I saw her. She came out of a house I didn't recognize, laughing and fixing her hair. A man came out behind her and kissed her on the cheek. I couldn't believe my eyes. My heart was racing. My hand was shaking. That house belonged to her affair partner. All the love I had turned into anger in a few seconds. I drove away before they saw me, trying to control myself. I didn't sleep that night. I kept thinking about all those years I spent building a life with her while she was busy destroying it. The next day, I gathered information. I found out the man's name was Kashif. He had just moved into the area a few months ago. He didn't know me, but I knew him now. I also found out the house was not legally registered yet. It was newly built, and he had no proper security or people living with him. I felt like I was losing my mind. I called a few people I knew from my construction business. I told them I needed help with a demolition job, fast and quiet. They didn't ask questions. That night, while Kashif wasn't home, we went in with a rented bulldozer and tore his house down. Brick by brick, wall by wall, it came crashing down. The whole place was rubble by morning. I stood there and watched. My anger felt a little lighter as I saw the walls fall. It wasn't just about revenge. It was about taking back control of my life. He had destroyed my marriage. I destroyed his home. I knew it wouldn't fix everything, but it was something I had to do. Of course, it didn't stay quiet for long. The police got involved. Kashif filed a complaint, and soon I was called in. I didn't lie. I told them exactly why I did it. The officer looked at me and said, "You know this is a crime, right?" I nodded and said, "Yes, but so is breaking a man's home from the inside." The case went to court, but my lawyer managed to reduce the charges. I paid a fine and was banned from using construction equipment for 6 months. It was worth it. I didn't care about the punishment. I cared about making a statement. Kashif moved out of the neighborhood after that. He was too scared to stay. As for Aisha, she came crying to me when she found out. She said it was a mistake, that she loved me, and she wanted to fix things. But I was done. I had given her my love, my loyalty, and my life, and she gave me betrayal. I filed for divorce and never looked back. The pain stayed for a while, but slowly I started healing. I focused on work, rebuilt myself, and spent more time with my friends and family. They supported me and reminded me that one betrayal doesn't define who I am. Sometimes I still drive past that empty lot where Kashif's house used to stand. It reminds me of the day I took a stand for myself. It may not have been the smartest decision, but it gave me peace. Now, when people ask why I'm single, I just smile and say, because I finally chose myself over someone who lied. And honestly, I've never felt stronger.